going with the hybrid. This one needs to kick left. That was special.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. This putt is of 9 feet. That gets the job done. And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot. The 9th is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich, but recently players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. This looks to be heading to the green. Well, that's well played, and a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Only 2 shots off the pace. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. The second 9 starts with a great par 4, this 10th hole, and really features a big tree off the tee.
I love this tee shot. It is narrow. You have to thread a bunch of trees. This is a great opportunity to tee that driver up low and chase it down that fairway. Second shot downhill ever so slightly to a green that chases away from you. What a wonderful, wonderful hole.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 155.
Choosing the 9-iron here. I like that strike. That goes down for an eagle. And that's going to hoist him into first place. Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it?
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
And that's the right momentum. Back into top spot on the leaderboard. Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one is right down the pipe. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Oh, terrific. What an effort.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
Putt is underway.
Okay, steady now. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is important.
Hey.
Big par putt here.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Rich, the 12th, the par 4 measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
Setting up in the first cut here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 5th place.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Is tracking.
Ooh. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich, but there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Wow, what a save.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
And here we are with the third shot. He leads the field by a stroke. You're kidding me. Did he hold that? And that will take him to 8 under. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
Not bad. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up this one, hitting into a downhill green. They might be taking a bit less club here.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, that one's looking good. Oh, well played. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The power play, you gotta love it.
Absolutely sets himself up for an eagle on this hole.
Henny, what does that lie look like?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Beautiful shot.
nasty lie out of the rough, but look at this in the hole. Can you believe it?
Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And with that hole finished, they're currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard. Lexi Thompson holds second.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Going with the 6-iron here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Looking better.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. Currently in first position.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes at TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Oh, what a way to finish the day. Hoping he can close out.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Not their best stroke. Seem to have pulled that one. An opportunity to make their par. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. The finishing hole at TPC River Highlands has gone through a few adjustments over the last handful of years, and it's also seen a very significant moment in the history of the PGA Tour.
Plenty of fantastic moments here. Tee shot goes back up the hill, over a rise, semi-blind tee shot, find the fairway, and you're going to have an excellent look at the green and a possibility of making birdie.
It was the site of the lowest ever round recorded on the PGA Tour, a 58 if you don't mind. Well, you're a ball striker, there's no doubt about that.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Not the end of the world. It's a tremendous performance around TPC River Highlands. The most birdies made, and they are your Travelers Championship winner.
And an outstanding win for this player, capturing the Travelers Championship. Hats off to him.
But Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HP Studios, it's goodbye for now. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Well, that's very few occasions where he does get beaten, and if it's anywhere, it's going to be on the green. So let's see if this player rolls their potato better than most. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That's a good putt to make. That sets the great players from the good ones.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
He's currently tied for 8th. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
Rich, I know I've got more of a southern accent, but I certainly love being here in the Midwest, and we know the people of the Midwest just adore this tournament. It's a bit like their 5th major, isn't it?
Exactly, Luke. Coming here to TBC Deer Run each and every year, you know, it's such a great event to introduce the world to a new golfer that is trying to dig his way into the game and kind of make inroads on the PGA Tour. But yet what we find is that a lot of veterans end up winning this tournament. Steve Stricker comes to mind. Zach Johnson comes to mind. Jordan Spieth, though, got his first victory here. It's exciting because it really doesn't favor one player over another. It's just you got to have a solid game over 4 days on a golf course that usually yields a lot of birdies, but you have to take advantage of that, and that's not always easy to do because this golf course is no pushover, but it's always in perfect shape, especially on the greens. So you really have to take advantage of all the opportunities you have on these greens.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
We have a par 3 on this one.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
That's disappointing. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Well, he's got a real outside chance here, 29 feet.
Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Lovely effort that. A couple under at this stage, tied for 4th. That was a great shot at the right time.
Pretty much guarantees a birdie for this player.
He's in a share of 3rd place. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
That tee shot looks pretty good. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Good sounding strike, that one. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt. Hey, that's a chance. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. Oh, Rich, how good is that?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
Well, I'm playing this one from around 120 yards out.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt for par here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. And down it goes. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. This one looks to be heading towards the green. This would be a great up and down. That's inside the range, and that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And it's time to recap that play.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough.
Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? And back to the course with the live action. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Second shot here on the 8th. Choosing the 9-iron here. Needs this one to kick right.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Ah, absolutely flushed. From around 170 yards here.
Wind straight down.
Going with the 7.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a great stroke. Okay, let's get back to the action. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 6 under. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. It forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Second shot here at the 10th. That's an awful error. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently in the lead by a shot. Handy effort, that one. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
Well played.
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Oh, so close. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Time to tee off on the 11th.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
This lie's not great. Going with the 8-iron here.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Go on, get in the hole. That will work. And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris. Opting for the 5-iron. Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Whew. Nice little sand shot there. Came real close. What's in front of them, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Just didn't drop. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And in it goes for the par. Leading by a couple after that hole. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
From around 140 yards here.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
Going with the pitching wedge here. And this is an extremely long putt. We might even have to hinge on this one. That was a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make a par here. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh, that almost went down. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Setting up now on a par 4.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle too.
And from the bunker here. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
This one's online. Oh, that's good grit there.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The finish at TPC Deer Run is full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Rich. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left hand side of the fairway.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
And they'll tap this in for birdie. Well, this player's got some courage. What a time to step up and make back-to-back birdies.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Mid feet to the cup. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Oh, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Ooh-wee. They show movies on flights shorter than that.
Oh, a little trickery, no doubt about it. An absolute beauty here.
Second shot here on the 17th. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt to get to double digits under the card. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. If you want to win a TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. They get a little ground draw here. A chance to chip in here and snatch the title. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for your John Deere Classic winner?
What a spectacular performance all week long by this player. Clutch performance, clutch win by this player.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back nine, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I gotta say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Certainly looking forward to seeing how this rivalry plays out, Rich. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate. And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich?
Green sits slightly above the players. There's bunkers dotting the front left and one just front right. If they do throw it to the left and long, it will come down a pretty good sized slope back onto the center of the green. This one is all over it.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. That's frustrating. A par putt on the table. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
And as we head to the second, Rich, the players heading back towards the first tee.
Strong par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must.
Opting for the 6 iron. Oh, that's incredible. It's in the hole.
Can you believe this? This is right out of fantasy land. Holding out from that distance. What a shot!
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
Yes, they've made it. Currently 1 under for the day. As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go into a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
That was wonderfully done. Rich, I know you've got terrific history in Europe. You've spent plenty of time over here. You've been revered by the European Tour. You broadcast to a European audience. How special is it for you to be here at the Scottish Open this week?
I absolutely love being back at the Scottish Open, Luke. Not only because of the venue, because of the fans in the game. They're so knowledgeable. You hit a shot to 30 feet and you hear all sorts of people hooting and hollering because they know how good of a shot that was. Be it a bad angle coming out of a rough lie, whatever it is. I just love it coming back here because it seems like they have a interest, a knowledge, and a passion for the game, unlike almost any fans around the world. I think that being in Scotland, playing over here, and having to use your imagination, hitting all the shots that are required to play well over in Scotland is imperative. And I think this is why Americans love to come over here, because it's a completely different kind of golf than what they're used to back in the U.S.
A birdie putt awaits at -2, going along nicely today.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
And as we take a look at the fourth hole, the shortish par 4, Rich.
Yes, just around the 415-yard mark. Players who take out driver and drive it up into the narrow section of the fairway will get a really good look with their second shots.
Playing from 110 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead. Oh, what a shot. You'll take that. And here we are with the third shot. Just 2 shots behind. Oh, he liked the look of that the whole way. That is absolutely brilliant. That'll help make a big move. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 5th hole, Rich, a really good risk-reward short 4.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Judging it beautifully.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Oh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, this one's going right at the flag. That's inside the house of opportunity. 16 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, just missed. And that should secure the par on this one. And now 4 under for the tournament. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Okay, time to return to the action. And this putt to move into first place. Tracking. Was on a good line. Just 3 feet to the cup. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Rich, as we face the 8th hole, what kind of decisions do the players face off the tee?
Well, most players aren't able to carry those fairway bunkers basically right in the middle of the fairway, so they have to lay up with a 3-wood or less, find the fairway that cambers pretty significantly from left to right.
Going with the 7.
Nice out the rough here.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently tied for the lead. How close was that to going down? Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
Yep, tracking well.
Yeah, nicely holed. Currently at -5 now for the day. The ninth is a strong par 3, Rich, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
Going with the hybrid. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
She's played that one nicely. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, you like the look of those hands.
Love watching this player around the greens.
4 feet to the cup.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back nine, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here.
Oh, they're gonna walk this one in.
1 wheat bix too many, I think. Good chance to move to 6 under par here.
Little birdie looking here.
Looking really good, this one. The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. The only good thing about free putting for par is you don't drop a shot. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. That should find the cut stuff.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Wow, from a dodgy lie, Rich. How special was that?
Oh, went from the outhouse to the penthouse with that chip in.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, ooh, watch out. This hole is a doozy.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Should find the green here. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's a nice looking shot, that one. Just fading back into play. And back to the play, shall we? Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. Another beautiful hole, Rich. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
Oh, that's a great shot. And sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Wow, that's misjudged. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. He's currently tied for first. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. Choosing the 9-iron here. This one heading towards the green. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. This looks good. Ouch, that hurts. Par putt coming up here. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind. Her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
She'll like that. That's inside the birdie range. It's time to check on the leaderboard. This hole is a par 4, but it's a pretty lengthy one at that. That's nicely done. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Is currently tied for the lead. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Let's return to live play now. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
So far, so good.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
Ooh, this is getting fun, isn't it?
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Just a few holes remaining in the round. The 16th hole, one of the last true birdie chances, Rich.
It is. Tee it high and let it fly there, Luke. Don't go down the left-hand side and find any of those bunkers. Hit it down the right-hand side, and you got to believe you're going to make, at worst, a birdie 4.
Taking aim from about 220 yards out. He shares top spot. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Great looking shot, this. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Looked like they hinged in that stroke. 9 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 2 great shots, but 3 bad putts. Currently 7 under for the round. All right, Rich, 17th.
This is an amphitheater-style green. All sides kind of work back towards the green. There is a little front left section, though. When they put the flagstick over there, you have a really good opportunity to hit it in there close.
Going with the 5-iron here. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 17th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This one's for birdie. Good looking putt. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. He's currently sitting in first place. And as we make our way to the finishing hole here, Rich, how is this 18th at the Renaissance Club?
This is an absolute brute, Luke. Just under 500 yards, and you must find the fairway. You cannot geek it down this hole off the tee. There is danger both left and right.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Going with the 6-iron here. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. I've run some good iron players in my day, but you're right up there.
It has been fantastic to watch.
And this historic tournament has yet another champion. Congratulations to our Genesis Scottish Open winner.
And what a victory it was around this Renaissance Club here in Scotland. An impressive victory by this player.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
No place I would rather be, Luke. What a day it was. Saw some wins, saw some losses. Overall, some great golf and a pleasure to be out here alongside you guys.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. SK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Royal Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Quack. Hello, Henny.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Well, we've got an exciting match coming your way, so stick around and let's see who wins it. And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. That's just inside the range. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Oh, so close. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
Not what they're looking for. A little nervy out there so far.
Well, now let's see if we can get some more insight on this week's venue. John, what have you been seeing here at Lachlan Crossing that players may want to keep their mind on this week?
Well, Luke, one thing I've been seeing is a lot of excitement in the crowd. People love when the PGA Tour comes to Scotland. And if you open your eyes, you can see why. This is a classic Scottish links layout. Giant fairways and greens. And some of these greens are shared greens, so a couple holes using the same green, which is kind of a hallmark of some of these old Scottish courses. These links fairways are rugged, to say the least. Hard to tell where some of these shots will end up after they come off the club face because of the undulation in the fairways. One other thing to be aware of is the pot bunkers. There are some really small ones out there as well, and they can be very sneaky. You never know where they might pop up. Luke, I love being in Scotland, love breathing in that crisp Atlantic air. Can't wait to see what happens on the course this week.
A bit long on that one. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Okay, steady now. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. That's frustrating. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Justin Thomas currently on top of things right now. Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot. That's some good golf right there. And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Here's Lydia Ko. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And here we are with the third shot. What a shot.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Currently at +3 for the round.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
There have been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think
Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of Prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest, men or women, to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and is just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Justin Thomas is our current leader. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. And they've found themselves in the first cut. Opting for the 9-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
7 feet to the cup. Just didn't drop. This is a par putt.
Right.
That's annoying. You should make that. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Here we are at Lachlan Cross in the 6th hole. It's one of those par 5s. It just feels like it's a tad too far to reach into.
It is, especially when it's going into the prevailing wind, which is how this hole was designed. Go ahead and just bail out to the right. Avoid those bunkers completely. Then you can go ahead and lay up once again out to the right-hand side. Don't challenge the bunkers. It's not worth it. Not unless you know for a fact you can get on in 2. From there, you're going to have a nice, simple pitch shot from, oh, I don't know, 80, 90, 100 yards to a green. Fairly undulating, but still just begging to be birdied.
That is absolutely brilliant. The rarest of shots. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
Justin Thomas is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke lead. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
Coming off an eagle at the last, momentum on their side for this player.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Well, the old hammer hands putt. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Solid par putt, that. And it's that man, JT, on top spot of this leaderboard. Good play from Justin Thomas. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. Quality shot, that one. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Choosing the 9-iron here. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
A bit short with that effort.
a super shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chip it in for birdie. Nothing better.
And let's have another look at that one.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. Sitting at 2 over par. Not a bad spot on the leaderboard, just outside the top 20. This putt from around 18 feet.
Now this one, this is important. This for par.
It was on a good line. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. A long par 4 this hole. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Going with the hybrid. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
And Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
New Zealand's Lydia Ko setting up her next shot. That was a beauty. Let's get back to it, shall we? Getting ready to play their third. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Yeah, good putt. Well holed. Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next. The 11th hole at Lachlan Crossing is a strong par 4, 470 plus yards from the back tees, and there's plenty to contend with, Rich.
Luke, just that one menacing bunker right in the middle of the fairway that's going to drive you crazy as a player. However, you miss it. Now you got a second shot with, funny enough, no bunkers on the green. It's got a lot of undulation to it, especially on the front right part of it, so you can't afford to miss it there. Anything missing out to the left, though? Just fine, my friend.
I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. And here we are with the third shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Ooh, that almost went down. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Colin Morikawa currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Let's head to the 12th hole. That's heading for the fairway. Playing this shot from 120 yards. 5 shots off the pace. That should set up another chance. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Remember, there's 2 important parts of a putt, line and length. Too much length on that one. Sitting at 3 over par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Putting for bogey here. Job done. Let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
How close was that to going down? Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Colin Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Hope you're not developing a little glitch there. Getting ready to play their third. Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. Time now for the 4th shot. Great shot. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
Gotta try and save the par here.
Hey, nice looking line. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now 7 shots behind after that. Midway through the closing 9 here at Lachlan Crossing. This 14th hole is a par 4 over 450 yards.
Once again, Luke, just another gem of a hole. Massive bunker out there in the center of the fairway, but for most players, it's not going to come into play. Anything down just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. A massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also a lot of opportunities to do some bad.
Here's Lydia Ko. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this. Nice line. Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And this is becoming a familiar sight. Colin Morikawa leads. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee.
They're trailing heading into the short par 4. Do they take it on to the layup? How much do they trust their swing right now? We'll find out. Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Time for the 2nd shot at the 15th. Wow, that almost went in the hole. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Didn't that look good for a long time? So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And it's Colin Morikawa on top of things. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Going with the 8-iron here.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, a 9-foot chance here. That's pretty tidy. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. This hole here is a par 4.
That dog will hunt.
Time for the second shot at the 17th.
This one headed left.
That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Greens and regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Looking good. Ooh, right by the hole. And that puddle drop. Well done. Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18. Good shot there, Beamer. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Gotta make sure to control the flight here because the wind, well, is straight into their face.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. This putt for a final score of 75. Ooh, nice line. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament. Well, Henny, I feel like we're sitting here with eggs on our faces. We didn't think anyone could knock out Lydia Ko. But what about that performance? No win in the event, but that doesn't really matter when you beat someone of Lydia's stature.
Luke, I hate being wrong, so this is a tough pill for me to swallow. But this player challenged Lydia Ko and beat her. This result is going to give them some inspiration towards their huge, big career aspirations. And best of luck to them. I'll never doubt them again.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.